Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm writing to Does everyone have to go through experience/enjoyment in the world before enlightenment? The causality trap. Does everyone have to go through experience enjoyment in the world before enlightenment? The thing is though, I would say, again in my opinion, it seems to be, how do I say this? There's always exceptions to the rule. I do believe majority of people do go through this. They do have to go through the experience in order to get enlightened. The majority, overwhelming majority of people have to go through this. There are the exceptions of the rules, though. Um, but I wonder what it means by the causality trap. I mean, I wouldn't think I'm wrong on that. I mean, it's much like anything in life, any kind of sports. There are people out there who are just gifted. They came out the womb swinging the bat or swinging the cricket bat, or just kicking the soccer ball. There's some people are gifted like that when they're born, but majority of us have to work through to get anywhere near good as some of these people. What they're called like savants or geniuses. Especially musician players. There's like 6-year-old children freaking playing like Mozart and stuff or whatever classical music is out there. Like, yeah, I'm too dumb. I mean, yeah, you gotta accept reality a little bit sometimes. Sounds good though. But at the same time, being able to just play the music isn't everything, especially in perhaps classical music, because there is a little bit more to it. Amazingly enough, there's a show that I remember watching where a robot will perfectly mimic um, the sounds or the songs of Mozart, or like the music of Mozart and stuff. The problem is there's a missing quality. The imperfections of the sound is what makes it unique and what makes it come alive. The perfection of it isn't the how do you say, isn't necessarily always the best. It's the imperfections which makes it your own. I mean, there's not much to be. You can't really say the imperfections of you swinging your bat. Oh, sorry, swinging your bat is what makes you. No, no, no. You have to do that perfectly. The imperfection is the ball coming towards you, and how you swing that bat. It has to be perfect. Otherwise, you might be missing. But in terms of other things, art essentially, music art, drawing art, painting art, etc. The imperfections are what makes it unique and perfect in a sense. Being being able to print out the Mona Lisa, match one for one, it's like, yeah, not great. But then when you have someone who paints it their own way, you see the imperfections what makes it unique. Now, don't get me wrong, it's like it's it's not a direct one-to-one copy of the Mona Lisa, but it's what's the perfections of it. I don't know why I got into that rant. Anyways, let's go and get started. Let's make sure CC's on. Oop, there we go.
Pranam Swamiji. My name is Shri.
And the person who asked the question earlier, his name was also Shri. Yes.
So, Thakur Sri Ramakrishna says in the Gospel or in the Kathamrita, some people have to fulfill desire to pursue, I'll say it in Bengali, and then কিছু লোকের ভোগ না হলে যোগ হয় না. So some people have to consume before they are ready to renunciate, ready to renounce. So Thakur says some people. So, right off the bat, oh, he must be talking about me. But is that not, short of the avatar, is that not everyone at some point of their evolution?
Yes, pretty much so. All of us. The reason we are here is because we want to experience. What's the very nature of desire? I, the awareness, the consciousness, would like to experience this object. It could be a thing, it could be a cookie.
Sorry, hold on, I'm going to rewind that.
I, the awareness, the consciousness, would like to experience this object.
Really weird. Why did it say? Hold on. I, the awareness consciousness, would like to experience the object. The awareness. Okay, that makes sense actually. Now awareness consciousness is really weird to say would like to experience, because that's all awareness consciousness does. It's just to illuminate, to be aware. It's just to be awareness, really. The want or like would be the ego, right? Because the ego is the one that desires. Like is a desire. Like is a word for desires in a
The
sense.
awareness, the consciousness would like to experience this object. It could be a thing, it could be a cookie, it could be a job, it could be a vacation, it could be a person, a relationship, it could be earth or heaven. I want to experience this. This desire to experience particular things is what drags us from lifetime to lifetime. What's wrong with this? As long as I want to experience particular things, I will be in a particular name and form and a shape. And I will experience those things. And nothing is free. I'll be caught in the cycle of causality. I will set into motion these forces which will give me what I want, but I will also bind myself to that. To experience life in this form, I must have a body. To have a body, I must go through birth and aging and eventual death. It's not a free lunch. So, causality, setting into motion causality, we are trapped in it. That good, bad, none escape the law. Whosoever wears a form wears the chain too. We are put on a form when we are wearing a chain. There's a lot of past karma behind it, and it will give rise to some of the things which we desired at some time.
It's kind of weird. No, again, I don't mean to. I'll keep pausing for one, but to keep putting how I'm confused a little bit, because, and what I mean by that is just the sheer fact that there's only one consciousness. So whenever he says I, the awareness consciousness, he's literally talking about the one consciousness. I'm assuming he's talking about the one consciousness, the one that exists in all of us. And then he talks about how the good, the bad, not escape the law. It basically is this consciousness that wants to experience this. To experience life in this form, I must have a body. So awareness does not have a body, but I'm assuming that's what it's saying here. But to say that he wants to experience this, the consciousness must have a body. Even though we all have the one consciousness, we all are the one consciousness. But at the same time, if you're if we're all this one consciousness is already blissed out. It's already enlightened. You cannot unenlighten awareness, consciousness, pure consciousness. Again, I'm assuming he's talking about pure consciousness here, Brahman. Oops, sorry. Oh, jeez. I'm assuming he's talking about pure consciousness here. And it's kind of weird that this pure consciousness is clearly aware that he wants to be reborn, but then it says whoever wears the form wears the chain too. But Sri Ramakrishna, I do believe, did, because at least from the story that I understood from Swami here, that he was always weeping and crying, always praying for the mother, until the mother finally showed up, and then finally he was enlightened, I believe. And then he thinks Swami Vivekananda wasn't also enlightened either until maybe met Sri Ramakrishna at some point. Yeah, after I think he was trying to test Sri Ramakrishna or something. There's something going on there where he just, I don't believe he believed in him being enlightened. I believe, again, it's been a while since I heard the story. But anyways, but whoever wears the form wears the chain. So whenever Sri Ramakrishna still had the form, whenever it was enlightened, did he still wear the chain? And perhaps maybe what they'll say there is the fact that the body still has a chain, but that chain is illusion. But the body is part of the illusion, so therefore it falls for the illusion all the time. But you are aware that that it's an illusion. Your true self is aware, consciousness awareness, pure consciousness is aware that the body and the chain is both an illusion. And perhaps that's what it means. That's the reason why I said I was confused. Like, because if you're enlightened, there is no chain. There is no nothing is bound to you. But I do remember whenever Swami here talked about a while back that this body, while it may be false, it's still part of the. Essentially, I'm gonna rephrase how I understood what he said to how I can rephrase it, how I can say it. Basically, this body may be false, but it's still all part of the play. The play itself must still go on, and the play itself is real in the sense that it's there, but it's all fake. But it's still it's real but fake. I think I talked about this in the last video. So even though Sri Ramakrishna or Swami Vivekananda, even though they're enlightened, their bodies are still part of the chain, because I believe Sri Ramakrishna died because of the throat cancer. So clearly the body is still chained in the Leela, the Maya. But his true self, our true selves, are not bound by this. So, okay, I just kind of explained to myself, explain out my confusion, because while people who are enlightened are still wearing a chain, but how is that possible? Well, it's because we're all technically enlightened, which is like also how do we still wear the chain? It's because the body will never ever be enlightened. The mind will never be enlightened. Your true self is already enlightened. You just have to be aware of that. So the body and the mind, the ego, all of this is all bound by the chain because it is still part of Leela, Maya. Whereas our true selves is not bound by that. It is pure consciousness awareness. It is not bound by Maya. Maya is bound by Brahman itself. It is just a play, a falsehood, but a falsehood that is in sense of reality, its own reality, that it has laws and governing things where Brahman doesn't exist outside of that. It's that it doesn't follow the laws of it because it is the creator of the Maya, the Leela. Okay.
And it will give rise to some of the things which we desired at some time. Say, I didn't want this. No, we did. We just forgotten. We ordered, and we looked at the menu and ordered. Now it's coming. But this divine restaurant, the waiters take a pretty long time. And by the time it comes around, we have forgotten what we ordered. So it's coming to us. And it's not exactly what we hoped or what we wanted. And that's the reality check we have to all undergo. And then we want more things, more variety of things. And everything that we want, we will keep getting. Swami Vivekananda said, never desire anything, for you will get it.
that's kind of contradictory to what we would normally say. It's like, don't desire things because you might not get it. Whereas in this fact over here, it's the sheer fact that you don't desire anything because you might get it or you will get it. That's kind of the reverse, because generally speaking, you want to get what you desire, and that's a good thing. But in terms of this one, it seems like it's a negative thing.
If you get it, you're trapped in causality.
Huh.
So we must free ourselves from this. Vivekananda says, thine only is the hand that holds the rope that drags thee on. Now what is the way out? Let go thy hold, sannyasi bold. Say Om Tat Sat Om. Now letting go thy hold, that is renunciation. First of all, I must be convinced of the reality of spiritual life. Then only I can renounce. Renounce does not mean, oh, this is all awful, I give it up. That's the straight way to depression and unhappiness. You have nothing higher to look forward to in life. Then it's depression, unhappiness, alienation. Spiritual people are not depressed or unhappy. They are seeking something higher. A young man became a monk. His classmates, friends asked him, why do you want to give up all these things? Why do you want to become a monk? What do you want? Why are you giving up all these things? And he said, his answer was so perceptive. He said, I want everything. It sort of naturally came out. I want everything. This is a very truthful thing to say. I don't want particular small things. I would just want all of it. Yeah. That's why you let go your hold on particular things. Now, that takes experience. For most of us, we have to experience something in life. All of that which we are going through, once we become spiritual seekers, we want moksha, liberation, nirvana, then all of this seems to be unnecessary bother. The thing is, we have ordered all this and it'll keep coming to us, what we have ordered. Now, the way out is, if we are no longer particularly interested in this life and its people and activities and objects, then what do? Let go of it, go up to the mountain tops and be a hermit. That's one way out. But that's not possible for many people. Many people are in fact so caught by their past karma that they can't do this. It's not possible. It's not possible. Prince Siddhartha and being a Buddha, giving up everything, walking away from the palace, that is possible for Siddhartha, but not for everybody. Yashodhara, his wife, and they had a child, Rahula, she wouldn't have been able to do that because the child was there. It would have been heartbreaking for her to give up the child for her own spiritual quest. Ultimately, however, they did become spiritual seekers, both Yashodhara and Rahula. Now, then what do? If we cannot actually give up, either I don't have the time, energy, it's not appropriate for me, already I'm committed to a family, it's not practically possible for me to become a monk. If you force it, you'll very quickly realize that was not the way. Because by being a monk like that, sitting on the mountain top, and then you suddenly realize nothing is working out. Even that is not working out. I don't feel like meditating. I fall asleep when I meditate. And then the mosquitoes come and bite me. So there'll be problems associated with that lifestyle also. So the intelligent thing to do, and what Vedanta advises is, once I decide that no, my goal is no longer these limited pleasures and activities and these limited goals which society puts forward before me, my goal is God realization. In the Vedantic sense, in the Buddhistic, Christian sense, whichever sense, every religion has at its core this mystical option, this spiritual option. I won't say mystical, spiritual option. That the highest goal is open to you, want it. Now what do? Use the life as it is right now. Make changes, whatever changes you can make. The people around you, your circumstances right now, start spiritual practice there itself. Try to spiritualize that life. If you are at home and you can't leave home, turn the home into an ashram. If you have a job which you are holding and you cannot afford to let go of the job, turn the job into karma yoga. Are there people around you can't run away and be a monk? Then see divinity in those people, and the duties that we have, the obligations that we have, we discharge those obligations as a spiritual practice. And also take an audit of our lives. How much time is spent in nonsense? A lot of things become nonsense once we realize my goal is God realization. There's no more purpose, no point to those activities, and then cut down on those. You'll have quite a lot of free time, psychic energy, and actually time, energy left over, and that you can direct towards your study, your meditation, your prayer. Divinize life, spiritualize life itself.
Oh, geez, and I kind of like the whenever he's talking about. Hold on, let me go back to it real quick.
First of all, I must be convinced of the reality of spiritual life. His classmates, friends asked him, I don't want particular, I want moksha, this life and its people and activities and all. It's not possible. Siddhartha. But not around, we have forgotten what we ordered.
Oh yeah, the kitchen. The way I like to think about that, I was trying to think what's a great way to kind of. Whenever he said it originally, I thought what we ordered was our karma. So we sit down in a cafe and we make an order, and then and then it's just, and then whenever the order comes, it's your karma. You're given. But the fact that you ordered it, it's like it should always be good, right? Well, the way I thought about it, it's like maybe your maybe what you want changes. Then all of a sudden, what you order, you're like, oh my god, oh, why did I order this? This is terrible. I shouldn't have ordered this, but I have to eat it. I don't want to go to waste. So that's like the bad karma. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? I'm like, holy crap, this is great. Oh, I'm glad I ordered this one. That's good karma. So it's kind of like this entire lifetime you've been placing orders for non-stop orders of food, and as they come in, it all depends on your mood at that time, where it's like, oh, this is fantastic, I love it, or yep, I'm gonna be using the restroom in just a few minutes here. This is terrible. you know that's the way I thought about it, where you. But I was thinking, how do you explain like instant karma and then karma that comes in a later life, where you leave the restaurant. It's like, well, it says 6 hours. We can actually for our order to come. Let's just leave, then come back. When you come back, it's like, man, what did I order? I forgot. Let me just put in another order in just in case. Like, yeah, can we have this one? I was like, well, oh, there's the order. It's like, I don't remember ordering that one, but it matches my ticket. I guess that is mine. Oh. That's the way I was thinking about it whenever he was talking about the ordering stuff. Like, what you order is your karma. And as you live through life, your order just keeps coming to you. He's like, my gosh, I don't remember ordering this stuff. But oh, this is delicious, though. And then I thought of something he said. Oh, yeah. If you force it, you will
force it, you'll very quickly realize that that was not the way.
Again, I keep going back at this poor guy. I keep going back to in Acharya Prashant's video, where this guy was like, I need to get enlightened. I need to get it quick. I need to hurry up. Should I quit my job? Should I just focus on this? It's like, dude, you're trying to force it. It's not going to happen that way. Forcing something to happen can work sometimes. Like the exceptions to the rule, it has worked. But overwhelming majority of forcing something is not going to work. You're not going to like it. And this is what it basically Swami here is talking about, is the fact that it's not the way. You cannot force things to happen. You're gonna hate it, because you're like, I need this now, and you're gonna be mad at yourself why you're not getting it now. So again, just the two things that I thought of, I didn't want to interrupt them whenever he was speaking, was the sheer fact of the menu food, good, bad, depending on feelings, and then the forcing, which poor guy, I guess I'll never forget him, because I don't know what it looks like. I just remember him just wanting enlightenment so bad that he's willing to give up almost his life, his career, to try to gain it. But you can't force it, it's the problem. So don't force it. It's like you're going to be constipated. I don't know. Maybe a bad example with that one. Anyway, it's my reaction to this. Everyone had to go through experience / enjoyment in the world before to become enlightened. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up the sign down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.